Yo, what's up? It's Jay. I'm finally back with another Storytime video. Now I know it's been about 10 months since I last made one. As you can see, I've been spending my time making gaming vids instead. Now, I'm making this video after all this time because I don't know, I felt like my channel still wasn't going in the direction I hoped that it would go in. And I realized that I actually liked making Storytime videos. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making gaming vids either, because I love doing both either way. But I'm gonna stop blabbering and I'm gonna get into this video. Now this story time is about the time I witnessed a fight in school. And later in this story, I'm gonna tell you how it was crazy, but it was also like a little bit funny at the same time. Now this story takes place in middle school, in about the seventh grade. Now all the bullshit days, always starts out normal. I wake up, go to school, get yelled at for for going back to sleep. Comment down below if that's ever happened to you. Your parents wake you up and then you go back to sleep and then you get yelled at. Now I get up, shower, get dressed, went to school. Now I see my friend walking towards me as I get into the school. Let's call him Justin. And Justin is the main culprit in this story. So we see each other, we dap each other up, start chatting. Now while we're now we're doing this, the second bitch of the story. Let's call him Trey. Trey, Trey's a fucking dickhead. Let's just say that he was always just being a dick to me, to everyone else for no good reason. And he always thought he was some hot shit, bro. Like, not to fat shame anybody, but the nigga was fat as hell and average at best. Like, I'm not one to attack people's looks or anything, unless they deserve it. Cause wow, I'm starting to sound like a hater, but he deserved it, so I don't really care. Yeah, I still hate him. I haven't seen him since I moved on to high school. It's been years since I talked to him. I'm at a high school now, and I still hate this guy. Now now that's besides the point. Now he comes over and he says what's up, fruitcakes? And I was like, why are you calling us fruitcakes? And he was like, cause you guys are always together. I'm like, okay, it's because we're friends. And I'm like, you're always around your friends all the damn time. What are you guys doing all the time? Circle jerking each other off all day? And Justin, he started dying laughing, bro. And Trey was like, shut the fuck up, Jay. And he turned to Justin and he started making fun of him and just gave up on me because he knew I cooked his stupid ass. He was saying some stupid shit. And then he starts going in on my friend. Pause. He starts going in on my friend, just being childish, saying a whole bunch of stupid shit, saying, "Oh, you're gay. Oh, you're a fag. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you know the usual childish insults." I could tell Justin was starting to heat up a little bit, but luckily the bell rang, so we just ignored him and went on to class. So a couple classes later, it was lunchtime, and now for the climax. So me, Justin, a few other my friends were sitting down, eating, chilling, and I did not mean for that to rhyme, but we're sitting down, eating and chilling. So I see Trey coming over, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go, man. He comes over and he says, "Oh look, it's a bunch of faggots sitting at one table," and a bunch of us just ignored him. It's because people like this, man, you just gotta ignore them. It's not worth your time. They're not worth your time, bro. And I'm not giving him no power. They're not People like that are not worth your time. Yeah, so he starts going in on Justin again, saying, "Oh, you're a fag. Oh, you're a pussy." And now when it comes to Justin, I'd say he's kind of like me, where we have anger issues, but we don't just let it out on anyone or anybody for no reason at all. You have to give us like a good reason for us to like crash out. In this very moment, I think Justin found his moment. So out of nowhere, he just stands up and just straight up clocks Trey in the face. And Trey falls down. He stands up and he retaliates, and before you know it, there's a full blown fist fight going on in the cafeteria, man. And it's the typical shit when there's a fight, man. People When there's a fight, people start yelling, start recording, encouraging it. and they're swinging, missing half of the punches, and I'll say I kind of laughed at some point. I'm I'm kind of sad to say this. I laughed at some point because it's a whole bunch of chaos going on. There's an actual fight, but at some point in the fight, Trey slipped on the spilled juice that was on the ground, and I'm not proud of saying I kind of laughed. But out of nowhere, a teacher just starts sprinting out of no, just starts sprinting like they're Usain Bolt or something. Earlier I said this fight was serious but funny at the same time, and it's funny because when the teacher was running to break up the fight, he slipped on the juice and he tramples both Justin and Trey. And I hate to say this, but that shit was funny as hell, man. Me and everyone started laughing, and they were okay. They didn't get seriously hurt. They got up right after. And I'm actually surprised they didn't get hurt by that though. So yeah, I guess that startled them a little bit. So because they stopped fighting, and eventually a lunch lady and the security guard broke it up. So yeah, later in the day, they get sent to the office, and Justin told me that they both got like a week of out of school suspension. But I would say that everything, I would still say everything worked out though, because they came back. Trey wasn't bothering us, and we weren't bothering him, and we all just went on with our lives. I would say a lesson for this story time. I would say just ignore people like that. Just ignore people like that. Don't give them any power, or tell a teacher, or if that doesn't help, I'm not encouraging this, but if you have to fight, if you have to fight for your respect, I think that's best for you to do. I'm not encouraging it though, because people like Trey, they're just idiots, and they're really just small people who just mess with people just to feel big. They're not important people. They're just trolls. So, okay, so yeah, that's the end of this story time. I hope I'll do more. I hope I'll do more story times down the line. Cause like I said before, I was going through a lot, and that's the reason I switched. And I felt like my channel wasn't going in the direction I wanted it to go, so that's why I switched from story times to gaming. And I said that I'll come back to doing story times, but I just didn't know when. And I'm actually glad that I finally got back into it because I actually enjoyed this story that I told. Well, I'll see you guys next video. All right, later.